Dear Trinity, this week I've been thinking about what it means to celebrate. In this season of ongoing physical distance and uncertainty, I am mindful that there are still times and occasions to celebrate. This past week, we celebrated that our rector, Luke DeVolder, became a U.S. citizen. We celebrated Mother's Day last month, and this coming Sunday we will celebrate Father's Day. As a June birthday baby, I am mindful of those who have had to celebrate a birthday in these times of physical distance and isolation. And this Friday, we celebrate Juneteenth, a Jubilee celebration of the day in 1865 when the last enslaved Americans on U.S. soil were declared free. Celebration can be a complicated thing when it is tangled up with weightier thoughts and feelings. Even as we celebrate the liberation of enslaved people, we are mindful that thousands have taken to the streets in protest because freedom for people of color is still overshadowed by racism. And even as we celebrate birthdays and milestones, we are mindful that the coronavirus is still a threat to our community's health and well-being, and that numbers of infection are rising in many states. How can we celebrate when our world is still so broken? It is no coincidence that we use the word celebrate when talking about communion. Yes, communion, that Christian ritual that feels so near and yet so far to many of us when we tune in for our Sunday morning worship on Zoom or on the phone. Communion is an act of celebration, and yet the first communion table was overshadowed by Jesus' coming crucifixion. And so our faith reminds us that celebration has always been a complicated thing. Perhaps our contemporary associations with the word celebrate have watered down the true meaning of the word. And we have to go back to the original Latin to understand that this word can also mean to honor an assembly with others, to celebrate. I invite you to celebrate with us this coming Sunday, as we assemble not in person, but in spirit. I invite you to celebrate with us and to honor the moments of joy that we have found over these past few months. But we also gather to honor those moments of frustration and disillusionment and grief and hope for change. Because true celebration isn't just about feeling happy. True celebration is about feeling whole. It is about honoring our connections with one another and honoring our connection to God. I look forward to seeing you this coming Sunday as we celebrate together. See you soon.